Alright guys, welcome to a Feed the Basics, Feed the Beast tutorial. Now, the purpose of this is to sort of get your head around just dipping your feet into the many new things that Feed the Beast add to your Minecraft experience. There are so many new things added that just getting started can be quite an ordeal. So, the purpose of this is to get you on that first step where you can then kind of try and expand on your own. So to start with, we're going to be looking at some machines. Now, Feed the Beast has 3 separate mod packs that add their own sort of brand of machine. The Red Power adds machines that require bluetricity. Terribly named, but there you go. And that's measured in amps and volts and ohms like actual electricity is. Secondly, you've got the doobcraft machines, which require MJ. And finally, and what we're going to be looking at today, you've got the industrial craft machines, which use EU power. And the first thing we're going to need to get started on said machines is rubber. Unfortunately, rubber trees do not spawn in redwood forests. They'll spawn in most of the original biomes that Minecraft comes with, except for deserts, where obviously no trees spawn at all. The best place to find rubber trees, by quite a significant margin, however, is swamps. So we're going to head over to a swamp and see if we can see some rubber trees in their natural environment. Alright, burning mobs aside, here we have some rubber trees. Now, these are relatively easy to spot. The leaves are a completely different colour, trunks are very dark, and also they're transparent even if your other trees are not. So, this is a rubber tree. Somewhere on the rubber tree, usually, will be one of these, which is where you can pull some resin from. But we'll get with that in a moment. The other thing you can do is to simply chop them down. There's a chance upon chopping down a tree, lag, that you will simply get a bit of rubber. Not efficient, but it is possible. Though I'm having obviously zero luck with it. Oh, there we go. There goes one. That is not a good way to do it, but it is a decent way to get saplings. There we go, there's one. Rubber tree sapling. That will allow us to put the rubber trees closer to our base. This is a handy thing if you've built somewhere where rubber trees cannot spawn. So we'll collect up the saplings for now, and we'll move them back somewhere a little bit safer. Alright. Now, we have some rubber trees back at the actual base. So, how to get rubber? First of all, you can turn the logs of rubber wood into jungle wood at the rate of 3 per block instead of 4. We take the wood, and we lay them out like so in a crafting table, and we get a tree tap. Take the tree tap to any of these little deposits over here, and you get some resin. So this is how you gain what will eventually become your required rubber. 9 pieces at the moment, and we need to go through the effort of actually turning into something usable. Resin can also be used as a substitute for final dust in there. For slime balls, when it comes to making sticky pistons. But for the time being, we're actually after balls of rubber, which you can do just by heating it up, like normal, in a regular furnace. Now, once we get some rubber, we're going to need some ores. Now this right here is copper ore, as is this. This is tin, as is this. This is because multiple mods have put their own sort of copper and tin in, but as far as their uses go, they're completely interchangeable. They just don't stack in the same stack, which is slightly annoying, but, you know, you can deal with it easy enough. Smelting those, and that's not the chest I want, nor is that. And we get tin and copper. Or both tin and copper can look different, but once again, completely interchangeable. Once you've got your copper and you've got your tin, you can get started on making machines. 3 copper makes you an uninsulated copper cable. We put rubber around that, we get regular copper cable. That's the first thing we're going to require. Now the next thing we're going to need right at the moment is some refined iron, which is simply a case of resmelting some already smelted iron ingots. And that will give us a refined iron. So what do we use our copper cable for? Well, let's see. The 2 major uses for the time being are going to be with some redstone. From copper cable, we can make RE batteries. Rechargeable batteries that you can use to store EU. Second thing we're going to want uses the refined iron to make an electronic circuit. Those are going to form the basis of some of the machines and some of the storage devices that we need to get the energy flowing. Alright, so to start with, we'll work on the most basic way of getting some energy. We get 8 iron blocks and some refined iron. We take the rechargeable battery we made earlier. No, not quite yet. First we make an iron furnace. You can actually do this with a machine block, which I'll show you in a bit, and a regular stone furnace, but just for the time being, that'll be easiest. Some refined iron, an iron furnace, and an RE battery gives us a generator. So I'll place that over here for now. And we have a generator. I can burn things in the generator for now. I'll just use the rubber wood, and it will start charging up this. Take the rubber wood out of the generator and it stops charging up. It just sits there. So that has stored some energy. Let's see. I have an electric jetpack at the moment, so I can put that in there and it'll start powering it up. As you can see, that's not terribly efficient. So we're going to need something else. So to get something a little bit more efficient, we're going to need some jungle wood. Well, some any wood actually, but in this case I've got the jungle wood. 3 rechargeable batteries and a copper cable, and we get a bat box. Now, place the bat box, and a little circle will appear. That circle is a power output. All the other sides are power input. So this will immediately start sucking power out of that. Go and get myself some coal. I can start storing myself some EU. So rather than charging up generator like usual, it's charging up the bat box instead. It'll hold 40,000 EU units, which we can then use to power our machines that run off EU. Alright, since we've been working on rubber, the first machine we're going to make is something to make the resin a little bit more effective. So this is a machine block. It is made by making a block of refined iron, and it serves the basis of a lot of the machines alongside the electronic circuit that is in industrial craft. So what we're going to make to start with, I remember the right way to go about this, is an extractor. The extractor pretty much serves a single purpose. I'm going to put it over here for now. There's my extractor. At the moment, it is not powered. I could bat it right up against this battery box, or I can do that. Now, it's going to be powered by that, which is being powered by this. And if we put our sticky resin in it, in the top slot, it is going to start making rubber for us. The major difference, obviously, between doing it in a furnace and doing it in the extracting machine is we get 3 instead of 1. So instantly that triples the output of rubber, which in turn triples the amount of copper cable we can make and makes it much easier to make some of the other machines. Alright, so there we go. That is how you start to produce EU energy that you're going to need for your industrial craft machines. So next up, we'll be looking at some of the other machines, some of the starter machines that you can make, and how they can help you in your Feed the Beast adventures. That's it for this one though. Nice, quick introduction to the world of industrial craft in Feed the Beast.